Well, this new Chinese settlement with at least 91 independent weatherproof structures, all of which you can see over here, is near completion on the south bank of the Pangong Lake in Ladakh. So before we bring you details, where exactly does this lie? Well, the new settlement lies next to the Pangong Lake on China's side of the line of actual control. So this is the Pangong Lake right in the bottom of the screen over here. It lies to the south of the Pangong Lake, right? And this is the site of the Chinese settlement on the banks of the Pangong Lake. It's about 7 kilometers from the line of actual control. That is the line that you see over here, 7 kilometers from the line of actual control in Ladakh. But remember, this is territory which is held by the Chinese. It's on the Chinese side of the line of actual control. They've held that since 1962. Now, here's the high-resolution satellite imagery acquired by NDTV, which shows the settlement has completed roads, electricity transformers, lampposts, and a community center with likely administrative offices. It's got a lot more as well. But let's zoom into this image a little while. Let's just scroll through this image so that you get an idea of the extent of the construction. So let's just pan through this image to go through this entire township which has been constructed over here. And once we do that, I can give you a few other details. For example, we have located over here a transformer, a transmission cable attached to a transformer. We've zoomed in on that image over here. Lower down, there are pictures of, there is a photograph of a car in this image as well. There are several cars. There are more than a dozen cars in this particular site. That's a close-up of that. If we again pan out and then move to the left of this image, right, then what we can see over here are trucks. This is an image of trucks over here. These trucks are located right next to this. And this is a cement plant. The fact that this cement plant is still there indicates that the construction may not quite be over. This is believed to be the town center with offices which are under construction and 90-odd homes. They've even got lampposts which we've been able to identify. And this is that road to that Pangong Lake that we were talking about. So once again, let's just scroll through to give our viewers an idea of the expanse of this entire township, which the Chinese have constructed on the banks of Pangong Lake, albeit on their side of the line of actual control. Now, in a statement to NDTV, the Indian Army has said, and I quote, "The construction activities at the northeast bank of Pangong Lake as highlighted through this imagery pertains to a likely Chinese border settlement. The location is well away from the line of actual control. The construction activity does not violate any existing agreements and doesn't hinder the border management process." Remember, that's a process which is now ongoing. Now, construction of the new Chinese settlement is located next to an old military position. It's in fact been completed in less than a year. So this is a split screen. This is an image of the same area on the 21st of March, 2024. This is an old military position that you can see over here. There's nothing over here because nothing had been constructed. So there's nothing over here. Pull out of this, just zoom out please, if you can zoom out of this picture. Right, there's nothing over here which you can see, right? Now if you move over here to the 25th of January, 2025, that's less than a year. This is the township that I was talking about. It's been entirely completed. So again, zoom out so that you can see no construction in March 21st, 2024. And on the 25th of January this year, it's been entirely or almost entirely completed. So why is this important? Here are some quick reactions. Now, the new Chinese habitation on the north bank of the Pangong Lake is part of ongoing efforts to build infrastructure that could support the People's Liberation Army's ability to rapidly launch military operations across the line of actual control, says General D.S. Huda, who retired as India's Northern Army commander. Seen in conjunction with a similar infrastructure on the north bank of Pangong, so it's clearly an endeavor to enhance the border area logistics of the PLA, says General Satish Dua. He's a former chief of India's Integrated Defense Staff. Now, the settlement in this report is the newest Chinese habitation in the region, which has seen extensive construction activity. This includes the construction of the operationalization of a Chinese bridge which connects the north bank of the Pangong region with the south bank of the Pangong region. NDTV broke images of this a couple of years back, the new construction in the same vicinity. And finally, another settlement. We brought you this report in October. This settlement, which military sources at the time described as being unlike any other site that they've seen in this area. So the bottom line, these are all constructed on China's side of the line of actual control and territory it's held since 1962. But this is all about putting presence on the ground, which the Chinese appear intent to do. India countering this with our Vibrant Villages program.